Hey all, so what I'm going to be doing here is researching energy technology. I'm going to need this for when the Lifeforms update is here. So if we go over to the research page, I have just under 8.5 hours on hyperspace drive. Then I can start a new research. That would be the energy technology here. 15 weeks, 6 hours, 41 minutes, 13.4 billion crystal, and 6.7 billion deuterium. Now that might be quite hard to do as I don't quite have the resources available yet. So what I have done is put 30% boosters on most of the planets. That's to try and build up the extra resources needed. So this could be quite an interesting challenge. I have a strategy for how I am going to get the rest of the res though. You will see that as we progress with the video. So one of the first things I need to do is speed up the previous research. So let's go over to my inventory, get this research completed. The hyperspace drive was mainly for speeding up my Death Stars. I think it was 8.5 hours, so let's get that done using the items. There should be a bronze item, there we go. 30 minutes. Now, if we go back over here, that is now completed. We have a hyperspace drive level 20 done. Nice. So let's go back over to the energy tech. 15 weeks, 6 days, 41 minutes. I can get the time down a little bit further, just activating this for 1 week. That's not too expensive if I'm being honest. That's a little bit better. 11 weeks, 1 day, and 23 hours. So now I need to start getting the resources together. This might take a bit of time. So I've moved across some of the resources, but it's still nowhere near enough for this. What I'm going to do is sell the metal for crystal, I think. Then I will go into the shop and my inventory and use some of these deuterium packages, I think, to get the rest of the deut. Just need to wait until the rest of the resources arrive at this planet though. So while I wait for the rest of the resources, let's have a look at the fusion reactor itself, because that's where my main energy is coming from, and that's what I will be using when we get the Lifeforms update. You can see here, just increasing the fusion reactor by 1 level gives over 80,000 extra energy. So that's a huge bonus in itself, even without researching another level of energy tech. If we go over to one of the mines, the tech info, the energy for the next level is not really that much either. So it shouldn't be too bad. But after the Lifeforms update, I'm going to need a lot more energy. So I'm trying to prepare in advance, basically, get this energy tech done. You can see here again, the energy per level isn't that much different. So hopefully the res will be arriving soon. This is what this planet looks like. The energy production is quite a bit higher actually. You can see here there's 35,110 extra energy not used. I could turn down my fusion reactor, but it doesn't really give that much extra deut, if I'm being honest. You can see the consumption there. 16,475, but that is something I could do after I research energy technology, as the energy the fusion reactor will be producing will be considerably higher, so I'll save that for a bit later on anyway. Alright, the rest of the deuterium has arrived, but you can see here it's still nowhere near enough for the energy tech, so the first thing I'm going to do is sell all the metal that I have for crystal, I think. Then after that, start using the resource packages for the extra resources needed. So I will deploy the crystal and then merchant the metal. So here we go. Right, over to the resource market. Trade that metal and hope for a decent rate. Yeah, that'll do. That's good enough. Right. All the metal, well, almost all the metal is now gone. Let's recall the fleet here. Yeah, that's the correct one. Don't worry, my fleet save is not active. There's just a really stupid deployment at the bottom where I messed up the timing. I don't want to even talk about that. Not sure what happened there. Let's wait for the deployment to arrive back at the planet, then see how much crystal I have. Right, that doesn't look too bad. Let's have a look at the research now. Yes, we have the crystal, just about anyway, so all I need to do now is get the deuterium, so that's around 1.7 billion. So let's do the same process as before. Deploy all of the deuterium this time instead of the crystal, then go into my inventory and use these. I'm going to need to use a few of these. Right, let's keep an eye on the storage capacity. I don't want to go over. There we go, you get a warning, so I will recall the fleet and then deploy it again just to be on the safe side. So let's wait for that to happen. Right, we should be nearly there with a bit of luck. Let's have a look at the research page. I need to do 2 more resource packages, so let's deploy all that jute again to the moon. Here we go, and then go to my inventory and use 2 of the jute packages. These were all obtained from the rewards event, by the way. And that's that pretty much done. So let's go back over to the fleet page and recall my deployment. Get that jute back. There we go. And then wait for this to arrive back at the planet. Oh, right, I think we are there, finally. That took quite a bit of work, as you all saw, but we have the energy tech ready to research. So let's put it on and then go back to here. So I could go and speed up the research to get it done early, but I'm not going to. Plus, I don't really need energy tech until after the Lifeforms update. I am trying to prepare in advance. I have enough dark matter, no purchase, but the available is just about enough. The problem if I do that though is I will basically use up all my dark matter, so I don't really want to do that. Plus, for those interested to see, this is what the next level costs. It is a rather large amount of crystal and deuterium, so I probably don't want to do this unless I have no other choice. That would take it to level 26 if I did another level. 25 should hopefully be enough though, so that will be good when it's completed. I could also use some of my items to speed it up, but I don't think I'll do that until the research is nearly completed. I do have quite a few of the one-day items you can see here. That could take the time down really quickly. So now I just need to wait until the energy tech is completed. Alright, energy tech is now completed, which is a good result. If we go over to the research page, you can see here, energy technology is now level 25, which is a good result. I've decided to go for plasma technology next. You can see here 21 weeks, 18 hours left on this though, so it won't be completed in a hurry. What matters though is the fusion reactor and energy production from it. So if we go over here, you can see the fusion reactor, the tech tree and the tech info. Before I completed the energy technology, it was 241,219 energy production for level 23. It's now gone up to 288,101. So that's actually a really significant increase. Well over 40,000 extra energy just for one level of research. So when we do finally get the Lifeforms update, this should help a lot, and hopefully I won't need more than 1 or 2 extra levels of Fusion Reactor. But there we go, that's that completed. So I think the big question is, was it actually worthwhile to go for energy tech or not? Well, with the Lifeforms update coming, I think it was kind of essential, especially considering how much extra energy the fusion reactors are now giving. Fusion reactors are a really good setup if you don't want to use solar sats or solar plants. With a high level of energy tech, they produce a lot of energy, so I think I'm pretty happy to have completed this research. The plasma tech research, I mean, I invested a lot of res, about half of what it says there, to get this done, and it will hardly give me any return. With that said though, the only other option that would really be worthwhile at this stage to get a return on is astrophysics, and well, that's quite expensive. That would take at least a month to save up for. I could always use the rest of my resource packages though. You can see here I still have quite a few of these left, 30 of the complete resource packages, so I may use those at some point in order to try and get astrophysics done. I did also put a few boosters on my planets. I used a few of the packages to get the plasma technology going. Anyway, I'm going to end the video at this point. I hope you found that interesting and helpful. As always, if you do have any questions or suggestions regarding this, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. I've included a previous video on the screen, plus a playlist, plus you can also subscribe from here if you want to do so. And thanks for watching.